Hey YouTube, welcome to Trevor's Vinyl World. Hope everybody is doing well. Just got out of work. I wanted to go over the band Geese that I'm rooting for, and just started following them. I had posted a video a while back. I really liked their Saturday Night Live performance, and I have listened to one of their albums, their latest one. I'm not totally in love with it, but I do see a lot of promise in this band. They are definitely one that I have circled, and I like enough aspects of their music. They're not perfect. I mean, nobody is, but they're definitely a band that's on my radar. Anyways, I wanted to let people know, in case they don't know, that they have a live album that is being released today, February 27th. You can get it on vinyl. It's called Geese Live at Third Man Records. This is a recording from June 11th, 2025, at somewhere in Nashville that's called Third Man Records. And it's going to have, I believe, 8 tracks on it. The tracks are Islands of Men, Ah Pays de Cocaine, Half Real, Space Race, Bow Down, I Will Let You Down, Taxes, and Trinidad. So basically, it's the songs that would be on their latest album, but it's kind of like I like Nirvana's live albums. So sometimes people, even though they already have the songs from that album on a record, some people want to hear it live in a different context. So this is just for people that, if you're a big fan of this band, some people just want to get as much as they can get. So anyways, that's being released today. Again, it's called Geese Live at Third Man Records. And it is available on vinyl. I don't think there's any real special, like, splatter, weird versions of it. I think it's just kind of general black record. And then I thought it was interesting, too, that Geese will be playing in Minnesota. They'll be in St. Paul at the Harriet Island Resort on July 18th. So if you want to catch Geese live, they will be in St. Paul, Minnesota in July. Right now, they're touring like in Paris, France, and Belgium, and Switzerland. I know they're over there right now. It is really cool that you can go on YouTube and watch like highlights of, like if a band was playing a couple nights ago and they're in Denmark or wherever the heck they are. It is pretty amazing nowadays how you can just watch highlights of it pretty much right away. Some people will even post the whole concert. Really cool. I know for a while I was doing this with like Guns N' Roses. But anyways, this is one of those bands that's on my radar. So if something comes up, just thought I'd make a quick video about it. Not much else going on. I might have a video later. I picked up a record that might like to show off a little bit. Not too much else going on, I guess. Oh yeah, I thought it was interesting too. I'm kind of weird. When I go like a week or two without buying a record, one thing I noticed that I start collecting are I like bottles and cans, and I'm trying to like really limit. I don't want to end up with a huge beer can collection or anything like that. But one thing I'm a sucker for are these monster cans that have like elaborate artwork like this on them. I thought this one was really cool. This is Voodoo Grape, but I don't know. I think I am addicted to collecting vinyl records, and the weeks that I can't do that, I in order to scratch my itch, I end up collecting other weird stuff. I mostly try to keep my bottles and cans, though, to Mountain Dew. Usually for, like, okay, so I bought this, and this actually, is open, but I got one at home that I haven't opened, that's going to be the one I collect. But my point is, I mostly just collect Mountain Dew stuff. And then, yeah, you can't leave it unopened forever, because then you end up with problems too. But yeah, no, I definitely, collecting records really relaxes me, and I haven't been to a place lately, so it's kind of like I need to put that energy towards something else, I guess. If anyone else can relate to that in any way, I'd love to hear in the comments. Like, in other words, if you collect something, but maybe there's weeks where you aren't able to collect any, is there something that will sort of replace that feeling? Like, in other words, if a guy collects movies, but he can't go get new movies for a month, is there something else that he does that helps replace that? And maybe I'm the only one that like this is kind of what I do. I got my weird Mountain Dew bottles, and yeah, I don't know. I got issues, but not much else going on, I guess. I'm just hoping. Our weather here has been like in the 40s today, which is actually pretty nice. But not much else going on. I was gonna check out this one movie I got at home, and I've been rewatching some of the show Ozark. I don't know if anyone remembers that show. Really well done with Jason Bateman, and yeah, I need to find a new show though. But I was going back and watching all of the deaths from Ozark. I forgot how many there were. I didn't realize there were so many. But that was a really good show. Really dark, but really just smart, well-written show. This guy is like laundering money for the drug cartel, and he's just in way over his head, and oh man, it just never ends. But no, not too much else going on. I just wanted to relay the information about Geese. Yeah, I just have good feelings about that band. They're a bunch of young guys, and there just aren't, like, to me, I prefer, I guess, bands that I'm more familiar with, and when I step out and I take a chance on these younger bands, I just have mixed emotions. Like, I don't really put too much hope into them, but at the same time, I don't want to be the person that only listens to music from my generation or whatever. Like I try to be very open-minded when it comes to stuff like that, and I love getting rewarded where sometimes I'll listen to like a whole album and I'll be like, yeah, that's just not, I'm not feeling it, and then all of a sudden that same group will have an EP or something, and I'll totally love it, and they'll just keep me hanging on. But anyways, not much else going on. Just wanted to check in. Hope everybody is doing well. If you have any of your friends that are into Geese, send this video to them. Subscribe to the channel. Everybody, have a good one. Bye.